Welcome to the Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? You're a Toms River resident. I'm trying to entertain you, educate you, inform you. Today, I start my day. You don't want to get all riled up as you're getting ready to tape a show. I get an email from Ring Camera telling me my subscription's about to expire for storing the video. Both my studios have Ring cameras in them. It's a good product. Probably should go with Arlo. It's a little cheaper in the long run. Last week, I called them when they sent me a notice my subscription's going up, and they give me a hard time because they have 2 locations. They want to charge me separately for each location. From day one, I've had 4 cameras on the same contract for $10.66 a month. And I had a fight with them for like an hour today for them to realize this is how we've been handling it. I'm not taking 2 accounts. Got it my way. So in a year, I'll probably have another battle with these people. But never just throw your hands up and say, oh, I'll pay it. Put up a fight these corporations, and especially with Ring. They're owned by Amazon. Amazon's got the best customer service. I think when I had a problem with Ring before, I think I had to get Amazon involved. But we got it settled. A year from now, I'll have another issue. If you have consumer issues, get in touch with me. You'll see the stuff on the bottom of the screen there. We're pretty good at that. All right, today we're going to talk about Flag supporting law enforcement on Hooper Avenue. It's going to costing you money. We'll go through that. The Toms River Motor Vehicle Commission is closed again. We're going to talk about that. New Jersey Turnpike generosity. Your toll money being given away. And we're going to talk about some more pandemic called the permanent pandemic. And we're going to give you locations for the COVID vaccine. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Stevens Jersey City Ford, located right off of NJ 440 North. Across the Hudson Mall is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. Check out Ford's latest models like the 2020 Ford Fusion with its stylish looks and hybrid options, or the unparalleled high-performance 2020 Ford Mustang. The 2020 Ford F-150 Raptor is ready for those rugged off-road terrains with trail control. Need a mid-sized truck for your towing and hauling? The 2020 Ford Ranger will deliver. The 2020 Ford Escape is a luxury SUV that was made for comfort and adventure on the go. Returning is Ford's legendary Bronco, which takes you back to the true meaning of off-roading. They are now available for pre-order in our showroom or on our website. Let us help you find your next vehicle. Stevens Jersey City Ford, 201-432-7272.
Cutting edge surgical care is right here in Secaucus.
Robotic surgery is safer.
Shorter hospital stays.
Smaller abdominal incisions, the size of an M&M. Here at Hudson Regional, we provide world-class robotic surgical care.
Welcome back. Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? I'm sure you've been following this. The Ocean County Commissioners, so thoughtfully, instead of having a blue line, which we had a whole blue line situation going on when somebody took it on their own, instead of painting a blue line, celebrating law enforcement here in Ocean County and Toms River, they're going to install 100 law enforcement flags. Ocean County supports law enforcement, whatever they say. Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? But here's the whole thing. Who's paying for the 100 flags? Because you could have painted that blue line pretty cheap. Again, It was already painted, but we don't need to go, oh, it's the whole story where a guy stole this truck and did it on his own. Who's paying for the 100 flags? Everything, of course, money, I don't know, $25, $50, $100 a flag, whatever it could be. Who's paying to install the flags? Somebody's got to put them up there. And you know it's not going to be county personnel that you're already paying for. They're going to farm that out to somebody with a boom truck, like the guy that painted the blue line in the first place. That the county immediately ran out. Ooh, no, we can't have the blue line. Well, paint it out. Somebody, for whatever reason, didn't want to go with the blue line. But we're going to put the flags up, and you're going to pay for them. And, you know, and I doubt the taxpayers mind that because you want to celebrate law enforcement. Listen, we're a nation of laws. The police are our first line of defense to keep things civil, keep your democracy in place, keep you safe at home, keep your property safe. They are vital. But instead of just painting the blue line that Sheriff Mastronati, a cop's cop, asked to be done, simple. And again, you could have had the county personnel, DPW. I'm not sure what DPWs do in Ocean County. Don't seem to be a lot because when it comes to the county, they'd rather write a check with your money, which they're doing with these 100 flags and paying somebody to install 100 flags and, of course, pay somebody to come back and take the 100 flags down eventually. Sheriff Mastronati, cop's cop, requested a blue line be painted between the yellow lines on Hooper Avenue in front of the county facilities. The commissioners said no. I don't know why, because those lines are painted everywhere. They use a BS excuse, and there's Mike right there, that it's DOT regulations and there's liabilities are the reason we can't have a painted blue line down the road. Now, Mike, would you put a picture of a line up for me? Like this green line you're about to see. That green line is painted down the boulevard in Seaside Heights, the location for the Ocean County St. Patrick's Day Parade, the big parade in Ocean County. They paint the blue line, the green line down the boulevard here in Seaside Heights. My studio's in Seaside Heights. We took that picture this morning. Now, mind you, there was no St. Patrick's Day Parade this year because of COVID. That's been there from last year. And guess what? There have been no issues with the DOT. There's been no liabilities. Nobody's tripped over that green line. It's been there, actually pretty damn good paint because it's holding up quite well for over a year that it's been painted there. So going back to the blue line controversy, that was BS. I don't know if one of the commissioners, because they usually all vote in agreement with anti-cop. I don't know what happened there. But that is so much BS that we can't paint the line when we can have a line where the Ocean County St. Patrick's Day Parade is held every year that it goes right along the route. And these commissioners, these hypocrites, they march along in Seaside Heights, along that yellow line, waving to you, hey, 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 hey. But when it came to supporting law enforcement, we can't have a blue line. And when someone took it upon themselves to paint the blue line, and this guy went through it. Yeah, he broke like a few laws in the process, but he went out and he painted the blue line. That's all that should have been done. Believe me, New Jersey, the Attorney General is not coming after you if you paint a blue line between those yellow lines to support your cops. Now, chances are, the commissioners are, well, no blue line. But then there was an outrage. People were in uproar about this. So they said, well, we got to put some flags up. The long and short of this, Mastronati was right. Just paint the blue line. Support the law enforcement here in Ocean County and in Toms River by painting a blue line. And I kid you not. Mike, show me that picture again. This green line is in Seaside Heights right now. And again, there was no St. Patrick's Day Parade this year in 2021. That's from last year's St. Patrick's Day Parade. No issues with the DOT. Nobody tripped over it. No liabilities. Green line. And it could have easily been a blue line down Hooper Avenue. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Hudson Regional Hospital, we promise to be prepared for your emergency.
We promise to provide world-class robotic surgical care.
We promise to treat you like family.
To provide accurate diagnostic care.
to provide the most innovative orthopedic care at your doorsteps.
We promise to treat your baby like our own.
To never stop investing in the best of spinal care.
To be with you every step of the way.
Here at Hudson Regional Hospital, we promise to take care of our community.
PenPen Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at penandpencilproperties.com. PenPen Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Welcome back. Pat O'Melia here, Toms River Show, trying to inform, educate, maybe entertain you a little bit. Don't forget, get all the stuff on the bottom of the screen telling you how you can touch with me. Love me on Facebook, like me on YouTube. Don't forget, download our live stream app. It's free. We archive all our shows there, and there's a lot of other programming. The Toms River Motor Vehicle Commission office is closed again. Somebody had COVID. Now, everybody gets COVID nowadays, isn't it? We've had thousands upon thousands of cases of COVID. And it's not like a year ago when it was, COVID, everything closed down. We're a year out, and many businesses have been dealing with the COVID, some extremely well. Name me a business that if there's a COVID case that they close for weeks. I think that don't hold me to it, I think it's the 28th or the 29th, they're going to reopen the Toms River MVC. There right now are a total of 7 motor vehicle agencies that are closed. One at Toms River, there's one in Bayonne, Newark is closed because one of the employees came down with COVID, so you close everything. As of this taping, like I said, there are 7 closed. Motor vehicles is essential for us. It is probably the worst run state department after New Jersey Transit, because nothing is worse run than New Jersey Transit. But motor vehicles is catching right up. But I will give the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission credit for their website. Their website is probably the best in the state. You can do your renewal on your registration. You can do a lot, and even more can be done online. And in the world that we live in, everything's pretty much done online. So I don't see why, if you would, get a new plate, because that's really the problem here. These businesses close. You got to get a license. Your kids got to get their license. You just bought a new car. You sold your old car. You got a new car. You got to transfer the plates. You need a state ID. You got married. You need to change the name on your license. Whatever it is vital that you be able to go, and believe me, nobody wants to go to motor vehicles. It's almost like you have to put a gun to you to go to motor vehicles. More things should be able to be done online. We can upload documents online, send them, you can DocuSign and all that. It's really, I'm not sure what region you would have to go into the motor vehicles to do anything really anymore, because there is so much technology out there that we use in private business all the time. It's like I said, we're sending documents, we're uploading them. The same thing can be done at motor vehicles here. But really, what businesses do you know that just closed down for a week, 2 weeks, because somebody came down with COVID? Home Depot? Home Depot stayed open the whole time. right through the height of it, right through the beginning, the middle, as we're coming into the light at the end of the tunnel. ShopRite, they're open. They never closed. Their employees came down with COVID. That employee was hopefully sent home, and they got better. They went home to rest. Burger King, Rite Aid, any of the Rite Aids closed? No, people are roaming around in there. Think about that. You're in a Home Depot, a ShopRite, a Rite Aid, roaming around. Everybody's there. It wasn't like, there was only one person in the building. There were quite a few people. Probably the amount of people that are in the motor vehicles. There are a lot of people in the motor vehicles. Motor vehicles, Murphy, he's going to be elected. Unless something happens, Murphy's going to be reelected. He's got it. There's two things he really needs to do. And I'm going to probably try to set him up for an interview. Maybe I can bring him and his Republican opponent in here for a debate. I would nail him down on New Jersey Transit and the Motor Vehicle Commission. And I know people have some problems with the unemployment, maybe the Department of Labor. But this has been going on for a year with the motor vehicles. You're trying to get your car on the road and you can't get plates. Al Dukes from Boomer and Geo in the morning. He's walking his dog in Bradley Beach. He sees so many cars with overdue inspection stickers. He put it on Facebook and he was attacked for that. The reason is these places keep closing. If an employee gets COVID, hopefully you can just send them home. They go home for a week. They beat this because 99% of the people just walk through the COVID, have some illness, but they'll recover. But at this point, shouldn't we make sure all the state employees who deal with the public have been vaccinated? Got to be some priorities here. It is amazingly inconvenient for you, who you need to get your car, you need to get your license, you need to get your vehicle inspected. You can't get that done. And there's, you take your insurance and say, well, I can't get my registration done. Well, the insurance isn't going to let you run around without a registration. These things have to be done. These agencies have to be open. Get your fog. We do it in the studio. We sanitize the studio, sanitize it, send that employee home, and hopefully the other employees are all right. Test them if necessary. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. Pat O'Melia here. Toms River Show there. See, we just did the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission, the number 2 worst run department in the state of New Jersey. Let's go to number 1. This will be New Jersey Transit. The New Jersey Turnpike Authority, that generous group, they are going to send $2 billion, with a B, $billion, to New Jersey Transit. They're voting on it this week. This is on top of the $129 million they send every year to New Jersey Transit. Now, New Jersey Transit is an agency that swims in red ink. I mean, deep pools, rivers, oceans of red ink. They are the worst, possibly the worst run department nationally. They are a national embarrassment, New Jersey Transit. They can't get the trains to run. They can't get buses to run. The light rails, you don't have the light rails down here. We got them up in North Jersey. They bleed money. Everything New Jersey Transit does is bleed money. Giving them $2 million, might as well go up on a roof on a windy day, because that's what's happening to this money. They're supposedly the $2 million. It'll be used for, more buses, more trains. They're talking about battery operated. Don't we have battery operated? Aren't there electric trains? They're talking about more light rail. What they're talking about is more pool of red ink, oceans of it. I mean, inner earth isn't as deep as the red ink is with New Jersey Transit. There is nothing that is run as badly. You know, you listen to the traffic. Now, this is before the pandemic cut all the ridership. It was a daily, what trains would cancel, what trains weren't running, what happened here, what happened there. Buses weren't, nothing runs on New Jersey Transit with the exception of red ink. That runs constantly. To give them money is foolish. New Jersey Transit is predicting their ridership will return to 60% by June of 2022. By then, that $2 billion will be gone. They figure their ridership will be back up to 75% by June of 2023. They're going to use this money, as I said before, they're going to buy some more buses. And they're going to get another light rail train here. The Bergen light rail that we had, Bergen Hudson light rail, well, actually, it's Hudson Bergen light rail. It never made it to Bergen. The closest it got to Bergen was North Bergen. And this thing, when I see it in the morning, it's always empty. I've never seen this thing packed. I think only Bayonne really utilizes the light rail. So they're going to use that, and they're going to offset revenue losses due to the pandemic with the $2 billion. Listen, the $2 billion is going there. Yeah, there's no way we're going to stop it because New Jersey Transit, they would hold public meetings to jack up the toll prices, door open to the public, by the way. But, you know, who can? No, actually, they were the first to start doing the Zooms so they can jack up the tolls, but they weren't listening to the people who called in on the Zooms. What do you, the people who pay tolls, and a lot of people in Toms River are getting on the Turnpike Parkway, why do you get? Less traffic, they said. Oh, we'll get more buses and more trains and more light rail, and that will cut down the traffic. Here's the thing with Jersey people. We drive. I don't care what happens with buses and trains, we're going to drive. Now, the buses and the trains may help people who aren't from New Jersey, but we drive. That's what Jersey people are and who we are. My question is, if New Jersey Turnpike Authority has $2 billion to give to New Jersey Transit, then why the hell did you raise the tolls like 30, I think it was 37%, 38% this year? Why? If you have that much extra money laying around, you can give it to like I swear, you may as well just put it on the roof of your car and drive down the turnpike, because you'll get that much effect out of $2 billion as you will give it to New Jersey Transit. We're the ones paying that. When you're going to work in the morning, you're getting on the parkway to the turnpike, you're going north, or Linden, wherever you're going, you're paying for this. They keep jacking up those tolls. For that matter, our fuel taxes were jacked up. Supposedly, that was the reason. Let's help New Jersey Transit out. Get some more buses, get some more trains going. Nothing helps New Jersey Transit. There's nothing at all. $2 million will disappear into that ocean of red ink. New Jersey Transit should be privatized. New Jersey Transit has run out almost every private bus operator in the state. In Jersey City, where we all came from, we used to have buses all over. New Jersey Transit's lack of respect for money ran out all their private bus competition, because they don't worry about money, New Jersey Transit, because they'll just get more from you, and they'll continue to swim in that red ink. Horrible idea to send New Jersey $2 billion. Even a worse idea to take that $2 billion out of your pocket. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. Last segment. The permanent pandemic. I've been reading a lot on the COVID-19. I did the updates when this all first started. There is talk of a permanent pandemic. There's talk now with Pfizer. It's even more than talk. You're going to need a booster shot for the Pfizer. The J&J, that's on hold right now. For that matter, I was supposed to get the J&J shot. 2 days before I'm set to get it, pulled it off the market. I had to get the Pfizer, but I got my shot. I got my first shot. Mike will show you that. Toms River, there I am. I'm getting the shot. This is courtesy of Township of North Bergen. They sent a public health nurse in to shoot me so we can do these public announcements for all the other towns. You can make an appointment at the Rite Aid Pharmacy on 811 Fisher Boulevard. Got to drive through. ShopRite Pharmacy on Fisher. The Rite Aid Pharmacy on New Jersey, Route 37 East. That, in my opinion, the best Rite Aid Pharmacy. You got the Walgreens Pharmacy down on Washington and Brookside. Rite Aid Pharmacy on Route 37 East. I think we got that. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, yeah, there are two. That's right. There's a further one down. You got the Rite Aid Pharmacy on 1726. 37 East, and you got the other one on 237 East. You got the ShopRite Pharmacy, that big shop right down here on 37 West. You got the OHI Medical Center on 10 Stockton Drive. You got the Community Medical Center right over here on Route 37. And you got the Medical Mall Pharmacy on 9 Hospital Drive, Unit B3. You get shot up in the arm like me. I'm due for my next shot, I think, May 4th. Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Like I said, Pfizer is now saying you're going to need a booster shot. There's talk that these shots, the vaccine may only last 3 to 6 months, but it will be wise to get it. They're talking about giving it to kids 16 years old now. If you got a 16-year-old kid, I wouldn't get the vaccine. This COVID really doesn't affect the kids at all. If they get it, they're like a slight fever, maybe some sniffles, that's it. I wouldn't shoot up 16-year-old kids. But, you know, it's amazing on how many myths are out there. My wife firmly believes, she read, that if you get the vaccine, it will start to rewrite your DNA. I looked into that. I read 5 different reports on it yesterday. No, it will not rewrite your DNA. But, you know, if you're a young person, yeah, like I said, the 16-year-old or a 20-year-old or 25, I don't know if I get that vaccine because at your age, the COVID isn't really going to knock you down. You're going to walk through that. But it's everybody's decision. If you're in, you really should talk to your doctor. But, you know, the state is mandating that and the feds are mandating we get these vaccines. Talk to your doctor. Make sure you should get the vaccine. I would always consult with a doctor. Like I said, I just got mine. I'm getting my second. But it's amazing how many things has changed, and we're going to continue to have even after we get out of COVID. Zoom meetings, that's the future. Make sure you have on clothes, home delivery. It used to be just pizza and Chinese food. Now everything, you can get anything. Taco Bell, sushi, anything can be delivered to your house. You can be a shut-in. You don't even have to come out of the house anymore. All the streaming services, they're going to do away with the cable networks sooner than the cable networks thought. You know, the Disney Plus, the HBO Max, everybody's at home watching these things now. They're making tons of money, as is Amazon. Amazon eventually will rule the world. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. Get your vaccine. I'll talk to you later. Good night.